curse him. We're going to replace him. It hardly ever works if they don't know you've done it.
What you do is you send him a doll of himself.
No, Guither.
All you need to do is go with some of his toenails.
No.
Or some of his hair or anything.
No.
I've got some pins.
Cursing people is morally unsound and extremely bad for your karma.
Well, I'm going to curse him anyway, under my breath, like. I could have caught my death in that dungeon of his for all he cared.
I said we're not going to curse him, we're going to replace him. What did you do with the king?
The old king? Oh, but you can't put him back on the throne. Ghosts can't rule. You'd never get the crown to stay on. It would just drop through.
Not the old king. There's his son, proper succession.
Yes, we've been through all that in a few years maybe, but not...
Tonight.
A child on the throne? You wouldn't last 5 minutes.
Not a child, a grown man. Do you remember Alistair Murray?
Bloody hell. You ain't gonna try that, are you?
I mean to have a go.
Listen, Esme, Black House is one of the best. You're very good at thinking and idolatry and everything, but it's just...
You're saying I couldn't do it, aren't you?
Excuse me, but who was Black Alice? And none of this talking over my head and exchanging meaningful glances. There's 3 of us in this coven.
Before your time. Before mine, really. Very powerful witch. Lived over Scund way. She turned a pumpkin into a coach once.
Showy, what's the use of that? Turning up at a ball smelling like a pie. And the business with the glass slipper. Dangerous to my mind.
But the biggest thing she ever did was send an old castle to sleep for 100 years. Until, I can't remember, was it spinning mills that one or a rose? A princess had to finger, no, there was a prince, that one.
Finger a prince?
No kissing. She was a bit of a romantic, was Black Alice, like nothing better than a bit of girl meets frog.
Why did they call her Black Alice?
Fingernails.
And teeth. Had a real sweet tooth. Lived in her own gingerbread cottage. A couple of kids shoved her in the oven at the end, though. Shocking.
And you're going to send the entire castle to sleep?
She never sent the whole castle to sleep. That's just an old wives' tale. She just stirred up time a little. It's not as hard as everyone thinks. It's like rubber as time, you can stretch it to suit yourself.
But time is time. Every second lasts a second. That's what they're for.
How many times have afternoons seemed to last forever when weeks have gone so quickly? And how many times have minutes seemed like hours when hours have just gone by like a bird, flying?
But that's just people's perception, isn't it?
Oh yes, of course it is. It all is. But what does that matter? 17 years should do it, yes. Nice prime number. That should make the lad 18 at the finish. We just do the spell, go and fetch him, he can manifest his destiny, and everything will turn out nice and neat.
Could be nice, bit of peace and quiet for 17 years. If I recall the spell, once you've said it, you have to fly around the castle before cockcrow.
That's not what I was thinking. Duke Falmouth would still be king all the time. The kingdom would still get sick. No, what I was thinking was moving the whole kingdom.
The whole of Lancre.
Yes.
17 years into the future.
Yes.
You won't do it, Esme. Not on that broomstick of yours, not on your own.
I've thought of that. I'm going to need some help.